morning mist clung to the treetops like a second skin, heavy and unmoving. It was the kind of mist that muffled the world. Every bird call swallowed, every footstep softened until it felt like they were walking inside a dream. Orin froze mid-step, eyes narrowing. "There was no bridge here yesterday," he murmured, almost afraid the mist might carry his words to the wrong ears. Where yesterday the river Valmara had raged wide and untamed, a silver arch now stretched from bank to bank. It wasn't stone or wood, but something in between. Its surface gleamed like moonlight, yet rippled as if liquid. Bramblethorn tightened his grip on his carved walking stick, his knuckles pale. This doesn't belong," he said. From deep beneath the arch came a low hum, not a sound so much as a vibration they felt in their bones. Mirella's pointed ears twitched, her gaze sharp. She said, "It's not just a bridge." She leaned forward, her voice dropping. "It's watching us." They had planned to follow the east bank to reach the ruin of Asher Tor, an ancient site rumored to hold one of the keys to halting the shifting in the forest. But the new bridge rose directly in their path, shimmering like a promise. Or was it a lure? Orin scanned the banks. No signs of tools or footprints. Not built by anyone. No one had built it. He scratched his head. "At least not in any way we understand," he said. Bramblethorn's gaze swept the water. "Rivers don't permit crossings without reason." For one to allow this, he trailed off, but the weight of his sentence said enough. Mirella stepped lightly forward, boots barely disturbing the moss. "The veil-born lords have been busy," she said. "Which one?" Orin asked, keeping his hand on the hilt of his short sword. "That," Mirella said, eyes never leaving the bridge, "is the problem." The hum grew deeper, and a thin vein of pale light traced along the underside of the bridge like a heartbeat. The mist shivered, as though startled, and a sudden wind slammed into them. Orion's cloak whipped sideways, and the bridge moved, stretching, lengthening across the water like a living thing. Before Orion could respond, she blurred, her form melting into the shape of a tawny hawk. Wings caught the wind, and she rose above the river, circling the strange structure. "What do you see?" Orion called over the rush of water. Her voice carried on Hawk's cry, came back sharp and urgent. "It's not anchored, it's sliding into place." Below the bridge's far end, detached from its original bank and settled into a completely different stretch of forest, one none of them recognized. Bramblethorn's eyes narrowed to slits. "It's testing us, deciding if we're worth crossing." Mirella landed softly, her wings folding away into arms, feathers dissolving into her elven form. She held something clenched in her hand, a small flat disc of riverstone, carved with swirling patterns. "I pulled this from the arch," she said. Bramblethorn took it, turning it slowly in his palm. "A river mark, but not one I know. And the spirals, they're incomplete. This is only half of something." "Half of what?" Orion asked. "That depends who you believe," Bramblethorn said. "Old traders whispered it led to a hidden market where you could buy and sell memories. But the Ashen monks swore it marked the grave of a veil-born lord." Orion's eyes grew together. "And you think this bridge is connected?" Mirella said quietly, "I think that we've been invited to find out." The hum beneath the bridge became a roar. The river swelled, frothing white, and Orion realized with a chill that the current wasn't rising naturally. It was being pulled. From upstream came a wall of water, moving impossibly fast. "Move!" Orion shouted, but Mirella was already shifting, this time into a massive river otter, her fur sleek and dark in the spray. She plunged into the current, cutting through the water with impossible speed. Bramblethorn slammed his staff into the ground, murmuring an old incantation. The bank beneath their feet steadied, holding firm against the trembling earth. Below, Mirella darted under the arch, her agile body weaving between waves to snatch something embedded in its underside. She surfaced beside him, dripping and breathless, a jagged shard of glassy stone in her grip. "This is its anchor," she panted. "Without it, the bridge will collapse." Split-second cuts, roaring water, that's all they could hear, and Bramblethorn chanting. Orion leaping onto the dissolved bridge, Mirella swimming, shard glowing white, her paw before shining back, and oh, it was such a dilemma. Mirella pressed the shard into the hollow in the bridge's arch. The glow dimmed, the roar subsided, and the water level sank back to its normal. The silver surface solidified under their feet, dulling from liquid sheen to smooth stone. For the first time, the bridge looked, can we say, ordinary? Orion exhaled, tension draining from his shoulders. Teamwork saves the day again. Bramblethorn ran a finger along the arch. "Not just teamwork. This shard and your river mark are the same stone. The bridge wasn't a trap, it was a gate, and it wanted to see if we could open it." Mirella tilted her head. "Then we've just passed some kind of test." The moral was there for all to see. Alone, none of them could have done it. Orion's quick action, Mirella's shape-shifting, and Bramblethorn's earth magic had all been needed to hold the bridge together long enough to reach safety. The warm sun pierced the mist as the three crossed slowly over the bridge to the other side. They stepped onto the far bank and froze. The forest was gone. In its place stretched a vast desert of sand, each grain glittering under a sky, bruised purple and grey. The horizon rippled as though it were the surface of a giant lake, though no water was in sight. Behind them, the bridge crumbled into the motes of light and drifted upward until it vanished. Bramblethorn's voice was little more than a breath. "We're not in the shifting realm anymore." From far away, a figure began walking towards them. Tall, thin, his shadow was impossibly long, and with every step, the desert floor shivered like disturbed water. Mirella's eyes locked on the silhouette, her voice tight. "I think we just met one of the veil-born lords."